What is dialectic? In Greek philosophy, the term dialectic refers to a form of reasoning, which uses the pattern of questions and answers exemplified by Plato's dialogue. Whereas rhetoric is a way of establishing a plausibly convincing argument, dialectic is a method for arriving at the truth. In medieval philosophy, dialectic was equated with the logic which, together with grammar and rhetoric, made up the trivium, or lower part of a university course. Although Kant uses the term dialectic to describe pure reason's necessary but temporary reliance on self-contradictory ideas, and the syllogisms in which there are no empirical premises as it proceeds to greater certainty, it is really with Hegel and Marxism that the term becomes an important notion in modern thought. For Hegel, both the development of subjectivity and self-knowledge, and the development of world history, are governed by a dialectic between conflicting and contradictory expressions of mind, or spirit. As is well known, in Hegelian philosophy, any stage of development is characterized by a tension between conflicting forces, most famously between the interest of master and slave, which will be resolved as a new synthesis is achieved. That synthesis will in turn generate new internal contradictions, and then a further resolution. The process will cease only with the end of history, or, in the case of the mind, the emergence of the serene and complete self-knowledge of absolute spirit, which abolishes all contradictions. Within the Marxist philosophy of dialectical materialism, the idea of the dialectic refers to the contradiction between classes, the forces and relations of production, and modes of production. As Marx and Engels put it in the Communist Manifesto, the means of production and exchange, on which the bourgeoisie built its power, were actually created in a feudal society. The social relations of property ownership became incompatible with the productive forces of industry and the factory system, they became so many fetters. They had to be burst asunder, they were burst asunder.